You are watching Travel World Online.
Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal. Hi, I'm back with the latest episode of Travel World. Today we have a galaxy of stars from Travel World and the small screen. We have Mr. Matthew Hiller, CEO TrekSecure, Mr. Subhash Goyal, Hony Secretary FAITH and Chairman Stick Travels, Mr. Manmeet Singh, Travel Advisor from Chandigarh, and Mr. Karan Mehra of Ye Rishta Kya kahlata FAITH. So let's start with Mr. Matthew Hiller. Please tell our viewers what TrekSecure is and how it works.
So when a confirmation comes in, if somebody's gone to a medical provider, doctor, so on, when that test result comes in every country, the medical people are required to inform state health agencies, government agencies. That report then goes to an airline or a cruise line, hotel, etc. But the problem is that when it comes into an airline, they have to do all of this manually. So they're pulling the manifest, they're pulling the seat map for the aircraft. This takes 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days. And the problem is that the international passengers may not be contacted. They just contact the health agency maybe. And so those passengers aren't being reached. And this is very, very dangerous. So with TrekSecure, we're able to notify everybody on that. Like, we'll show you how it works. We're using artificial intelligence. Okay. Well, TrekSecure is an intelligent contagion response platform designed for the entire travel industry. It covers airlines, cruise lines, hotels, even vacation rentals like Airbnb all across the globe.
How important this is for the government and how they can use this technology software?
Sure. Our customers is on the commercial side. We provide access to this platform free to any international health agency that desires. Why is this important? It allows them to detect contagions in their own country as the travelers are coming and going to their airports, and this will help them mitigate the spread of contagions and be able to contact those citizens instantly and check up on them if they've been exposed.
Why the governments around the world are not using it?
They don't return our calls. We've tried contacting several of the international governments. It's like anything with government. If you don't know the right people to contact, you won't be able to get this in front of them. And so we're hoping that this media exposure helps them become aware of it. We had a wonderful call yesterday with the United Nations World Tourism Organization. And so we're now getting some exposure there, and we're hoping that the UNWTO can push this out to different government agencies around the world.
Okay. Please explain for our viewers how this works.
Sure. So when a contagion is reported anywhere in the world with a passenger, whether they're traveling on an airline, cruise line, or hotel, the medical authorities are required to notify the airline or cruise line. As that report comes in, TrekSecure uses artificial intelligence to read the report, generate all of the relevant information, who should be contacted, and this changes based on the disease. Different diseases have different profiles. So we've built in all of the communicable diseases that are required to be reported. Diseases like Legionnaires, meningitis, tuberculosis, COVID, and so on. And then as those new diseases emerge, if we have new viruses that come up, we're able to add those very quickly to the system. So what this does is it provides a permanent way for governments and the entire travel agency to manage these contagion outbreaks before they spread to a dangerous level.
When you use the flight data, so privacy is at stake. How you are taking care of that?
Sure. All of the flight data is on a manifest. So as that alert comes in, our system extracts the manifest, generates the seat map for that specific aircraft based on the tail number of the aircraft, so that we know we're getting the exact seating chart that we need. The passenger data is only shown to authorized users, in this case, governmental health agencies or the airline who already have this information. The information is used to make the matches It's anonymized with hashes, and then it's destroyed at the end of the transaction. So none of the personal data is being stored or given to authorized users. Our solution actually exceeds the requirements of GDPR, HIPAA in the US, the medical data privacy, and all international data privacy laws.
How you get the data from the airlines? We need to get the permission from the airlines to use that data. Do you have that kind of permission?
No, the airlines have the access to the TrekSecure platform. The data is never given to us. It resides where it is right now, inside the airline. So we have no access. TrekSecure as a company, we have no access to any of the information that's being used. It's simply an orchestration engine that sits with the airlines, cruise lines, hotels, and governments.
I mean, TrekSecure have got a contract with IATA or with all airlines?
Yeah, we haven't spoken to IATA yet. We're hoping to have a conversation with them sometime next week. We just launched this platform about 3 weeks ago. So far we've been talking to some airlines, the Cruise Association, UNWTO, and a few others.
Thank you, dear Matthew, for this information. Great initiative. All the best. Welcome, Mr. Goyal. Mr. Goyal is the encyclopedia of Indian tourism. He is the Hony Secretary of FAITH, Chairman Tech Travels. Mr. Goyal, what is the situation of tourism today? And what is the way forward?
Well, friends, as you are aware that after this coronavirus crisis, slowly the lockdown is lifting. Domestic flights within the country have already started. It will take another 1 or 2 months for our borders to open up and international flights to take place. In the meantime, we would focus on domestic tourism. This will have 3 aspects. One is that from all the cities and all the state capitals, we have to build in itineraries where people can travel for one night, or go in the morning and come back in the evening, or 1 or 2 nights weekend packages. So all the travel agents, tour operators need to develop packages around their cities, because people will still be reluctant to travel on public transport on international flights. Having said that, the second phase will be domestic tourism within the country, where already people have started. Right now, people are traveling for essential, people who are separated from their families, or people who are traveling on medical reasons, or for family exigencies like marriages or funerals or anything like that. They only are traveling. It will take some time for domestic tourism to grow, but the first aspect will be religious tourism and adventure tourism, holistic tourism, yoga and other things. So for all this, I think India is the greatest show on planet Earth. You see, it is now the job of all the state tourism departments in the country to look at their schools, their institutions, their corporates, and encourage them to travel within the state and in the neighboring states. The government should also give some incentive, like the LTC, which they give to government servants. They should give some incentives to the school children, that if they go in another state and they write about their state, about its culture, its geography, its history, its cuisine, they should be given some marks on that and in their exams. So this will encourage a lot of domestic tourism within the country, and I think this is the need of the hour. And this will generate a lot of travel. And this, I think, is very, very important for the tourism industry to survive. Why the tourism industry needs to survive? Because 1 out of every 9 jobs that are going to be created in the next 20 years will be in this industry, because this industry is labor intensive and it has a multiplier effect. Plus, we are a country which are blessed with so much tourism potential. It is unparalleled. For example, 74% of the Himalayan mountains are in India, right? So you can have trekking, hiking, horse riding, paragliding, skiing, adventure tourism. And all these are, within the country. Similarly, we have one of the world's best rivers, right? Uh, Brahmaputra, Ganga, Yamuna. So we can have inland waterways. We can have river rafting. We can have so many water sports on these rivers. And these rivers can also be used for navigating and taking people from one point to another point. Then we have 7,500 kilometers of coastline. There's a huge opportunity for cruise tourism, right? We already have now an Indian cruise company, Jalesh, and let us starting from Gujarat and going up till Bengal. Why not? Why not? We have regular cruises, which will also double up as transport and cargo vessels, right? Going from one city to another city by ocean, and let the oceans be connected with river tourists. The government of India, I'm a part, fortunately, of that committee, uh, which is coming up with the vision for tourism for the next 20 years. And in this vision, we are creating world-class cruise terminals. We are creating world-class ports, and we are ensuring that these ports are linked with rivers and are connected with rail and with all communication. And I think this will give a lot of boost to domestic tourism, coastal tourism. Uh, you see, we are one of the country which every state of India, whether you start from Jammu and Kashmir, you start from Leh, you start from Uttarakhand, you come down to Bengal, all the seven sisters in the northeast, they are the world's. I was seeing one of the travel channels, and one of the girls was asked uh, that which place in the world you think is the best. They said in the northeast, and they said Meghalaya is one of the most beautiful. So you see, there is so much culture, there is so much tradition. You know, these are some rare places on planet Earth, right? We are the only place in the world where there is a living desert, Rajasthan. The forts, the palaces, the culture, the cuisine, the music, the sounds, the colors are unparalleled. You see, similarly, the Sundarbans, the largest mangrove forest in the world, right? It has its unique habitat. It has its unique culture. You take Assam, the Kaziranga, the wildlife sanctuary, the Gujarat Gir wildlife forest. We have hundreds of wildlife sanctuaries. We have thousands and thousands of heritage sites, out of which about 30 World Heritage Sites are there. There are so many things to see. India, from religious tourism point of view, is the birthplace of four great religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and Jainism. Let us have pilgrimage tours, the Panch Takhts of the Sikhs, the Sufi circuit, the Char Dham of the Hindus, the Christians. You see, so, Jesus Christ, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ, St. Thomas, is there. The only modern saint of the world, Mother Teresa's memorial, is in Bengal. So, you see, the Sufi saints, Kabir, Bulle Shah, Nizamuddin Aulia, all these spiritual side of Islam flourished in India. The Jews, the oldest synagogue, one of the oldest synagogue in the world is in Kochi. So, I mean, you name it and India has it. You see, it is, the rivers, the oceans, every state is full of cuisine, their dances, their culture, the vibrancy, the heritage sites, the museums, the people. It is such a wonderful, and I'm telling this, I've been to about 146 countries. There is no country in the world. I'm not saying this because I'm an Indian. I'm saying this because I have traveled extensively. I mean, some countries have wonderful beaches, some countries have wonderful mountains, some countries have wonderful, wildlife. Some people have wonderful, cosmopolitan life. India has everything. You can see the most holiest people to the most sordid scenes on earth. It's a country of contrasts. You can experience everything. You can experience a lifetime of experience. So please visit your country. Charity begins at home. I have seen a lot of youngsters who have been all over the world but have not seen the Taj Mahal. I have seen a lot of people who have been all over the world but have not been to Hampi, who have not been to Kaziranga, who have not been to Gildwild Forest. You see, we have the most ancient civilizations, of Lotur, Mohenjo-daro, and Harappa, the remnants of those civilizations, the Indus Valley civilization. So all this is there. Yoga, Ayurveda, the science, the holistic medicines. There is so much in India that every Indian is an ambassador, and every NRI should also visit India, and every Indian should see the other states. And I think once Indians, as rightly said by our Honorable Prime Minister, that every Indian should at least 5 times in a year visit within India. And I think if we start doing that, then we will create millions of jobs, and we will play our part in eradicating poverty and removing hunger from our beautiful country.
Thank you, Mr. Goyal. This is real informative. Thank you very much. Manmeet ji, please tell us, what is your expectation from the government, center and the state?
Morning, Sat Sri Akal. I am Manmeet Singh, Chairman ADTOI IATO from Northern India. I represent the travel industry. Expectations from the central government are that they provide some direct financial benefit to the tourism and hospitality industry. If not, some indirect benefit can be provided which can boost tourism, such as tax rebate or deduction to people who are availing tours. State governments should definitely help their state tourism hospitality players. We would like to request the state governments that they should see that whatever loan offering central government has announced is actually made deliverable to tourism and hospitality industry.
Manmeet, please tell us the offbeat destination in Punjab, besides the regular destinations, or not to be missed destinations.
States have a good number of tourist products. If we talk about Punjab, in Punjab, Amritsar, the very well known Harmandir Sahib, the Jallianwala Bagh, Durgiana Temple, and Atari Wagah border meeting retreat ceremony are commonly known. But the new attractions which are being built are the Plaza Complex, the Partition Museum, the Govindgarh Fort, the Ranjit Sagar War Memorial Museum, and you can also see the Ram Teeth Ashram, Ram Teeth Temple, which relates to the Ramayana Love Kush. Beautiful built place. And then you can have an exposure to the village tourism life at Amritsar and around Amritsar. At Kartarpur, a Jangi Azadi Museum has been brought up. Kapurthala has Jagjit Palace, Science City, the rail coach factory. Then we have got Ludhiana, which is called the Manchester of India. It's a blend of model industrial town to the agricultural university to freedom fighting trail of Saraba and Shaheed Bhagat Singh. And we have the Rural Olympiad, which is at Kila Raipur. in Ludhiana. Firozpur Indo-Pak border evening retreat ceremony at Hussainiwala border is altogether a different experience. You can visit the ceremony at Amritsar, but when you come to Firozpur, see the Hussainiwala border and the ceremony, it's a class to watch. Patiala showcases the princely experience of Royal Patiala Kingdom heritage. Anandpur Sahib, Gurdwara Sahib, and Hola Mohalla celebrations, along with newly built marvelous Viraste Khalsa, offers a unique experience. Chamkaur Sahib, government intends to develop the Gurdwara Sahib site in the coming time. Chandigarh is the most planned city of India. That is why it is called City Beautiful. It has many places worth visiting like Sukna Lake, Rock Garden, Rose Garden, and the Capitol Building Complex, to name a few.
Appreciate today's generation is looking for experiential tourism. In Punjab or Haryana, do we have experiential tourism?
Haryana. Haryana's part, which is in the NCR region, is as similar as the capital of India, Delhi. Experiential tourism can be witnessed at Surajkund Mela, Gita Mahotsav, and Mango Festival at Yadvendra Gardens.
Please tell us, when people are visiting Punjab, what other places they can visit?
North India, Punjab has a geographical advantage because it is in the center of North India. So Punjab can not only showcase its state tourism attractions, but also act as transit point for all neighboring states like it is on the foothill of Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and border states to Punjab or Haryana, Rajasthan. If we talk about international border, we have got Pakistan, which is on the border side of Punjab, Amritsar. If international peace prevails between India and Pakistan, lots of business and tourism can take place. There was lots of tourist movement when Langa, a corridor, was built till Nankana Sahib Gurdwara in Pakistan. Yeah, options of growth in tourism in the states is immense. I like to put forward certain points where I feel that the tourism growth can take place in our region in northern India. More film tourism is possible if things are developed keeping tourism in back of the mind. For example, Amir Khan's film Rang De Basanti was shot at Durha Fort. It's a very small city of Punjab, and thereafter that place became famous, and the director also got a beautiful virgin place to shoot. It's a win-win situation for both. States get income and the film director get new locations. Just being in the lush green paths, paddy areas of Punjab, Haryana, northern India gives your eyes a cooling effect and a refreshing feeling for your body, mind, and soul. It's complete wellness filled with solace for mind once you are here in Punjab. Leave about the tourist products or the projects. Just the vibrant and colorful Punjabi tradition, culture, and hospitality conveys a very warm, humanly connect feeling. It is basic nature of a Punjabi to treat Atiti as Dev.
Thank you, Manmeet ji. I'm sure the information provided by you is going to help a lot of people. Hi, Karan. Welcome to Travel World. Please tell us, as this is a travel show, so I would like to know what places you have been in India.
ऑलमोस्ट बहुत सारी जगहें जो है इंडिया में मैं वहाँ पे जा चुका हूँ, चाहे वो कश्मीर हो, पंजाब हो, राजस्थान हो, मध्य प्रदेश हो, कैलकाटा हो, साउथ में जगह है, गुजरात है। सो मैं काफी जगह पे भी रहा हूँ, जैसे मैंने कहा था कि आई हैड 11 ट्रांसफर्स, सो काफी काफी रीजन्स में हम लोग घूमे हैं। डैड के साथ काफी छोटे छोटे शहरों में हमारी टूरिंग्स भी होती थी। सो तो ऐसी बहुत सारी सुंदर जगह भी है इंडिया में, यू नो, दैट वन हैज टू एक्सप्लोर। तो यूजुअली मैं क्या करने लग गया था, ओवर द इयर्स वी यूज्ड टू गो टू ताज प्रॉपर्टीज इफ वी हैड टू गो इन इंडिया, एंड वी यूज्ड टू एक्सप्लोर ताज प्रॉपर्टीज। तो बहुत अच्छी प्रॉपर्टीज थी उनकी, और है भी अभी हर जगह। सो काफी अलूफ होती है। सो यू ट्रैवल टू अ प्लेस, यू गो टू दिस ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस, यू एक्सप्लोर द लिटिल यू नो सिटी। तो ऐसी चीजें मैं करता था, चाहे वो हम लोग, आई रिमेम्बर कुर्ग गए लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर, देन और भी बहुत बीकल करके एक जगह है, बीकल, वहां पे भी गया। एंड ऐसी बहुत साउथ में भी जगह है, केरला चले गए, कर्नाटका चले गए, यू नो, wherein you know, you can explore the backwaters। तो हम लोग ऐसे backwaters वाली जगह पे गए थे। कश्मीर भी गए हम लोग एक बार ताज की प्रॉपर्टी में। तो हमने एटलीस्ट एक ऐसा पकड़ लिया था कि मे बी इस प्रॉपर्टी को एक्सप्लोर करते हुए हम लोग जाएंगे, और बाकी जगह फिर हम लोग बिकॉज ऑफ इवेंट्स वगैरह जाते हैं, तो वैसे भी घूमना हो जाता है।
What's about the world?
I remember for Dubai, we used to go, and Dubai में we explore all the adventurous things। and हमने स्काई डाइविंग भी करी साथ में, जब हम लोग आफ्टर आवर वेडिंग ऑन द हनीमून, सो वी हैड डन स्काई डाइविंग। तो हम 13,000 फीट से कूद गए प्लेन से। तो a lot of these things that we do, and adventurous तो हम दोनों ही हैं, कुछ ना कुछ नया करने की कोशिश करते ही हैं। But yes, so different trips, different tastes that we want to kind of cater to also at times.
You would like to go on your next visit?
स्पेशली अभी हम बात करेंगे काविश की, उसके साथ कहाँ जाना चाहेंगे आप?
Well, काविश के साथ तो I think now that he's grown up a bit, we would like to go to Disneyland to show him। हम लोग तो गए हैं, हांगकांग के डिज्नीलैंड में भी गए हैं, और LA के डिज्नीलैंड में भी गए हैं। So I think that will be a really different experience for him to see। And almost काफी continents to travel किए हैं। Europe लेकिन is some region that I would like to explore more, and I have not traveled too much in Europe। US we have, Canada I would like to go, I have not been। Australia I have been, you know, Malaysia and all this region I have been। Not been to China, and I don't prefer to go। क्या करें, अभी वैसे ही डर तो है ही वहाँ पे जाने का। सब कुछ तो उन्होंने किया ही है, जो किया है सबको पता ही है।
But thank you Karan, thank you very much। फिर ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਸਵਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਗਾ, ਕਿਤੇ ਜਾਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕੋਈ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਰਾਈਟ ਟੂ ਅਸ on info@travelworldonline.in। our travel experts will respond to your queries। Thank you। Namaskar। Sat Sri Akal।
You are watching Travel World Online.
Indian Association of Tour Operators (IATO) is the national body of the tourism industry. It has over 1,600 members. Indian tourism industry is of $28 billion and employs 55 million people. It's an ongoing fight with COVID-19 around the world, and we are ready for this. As IATO members, we are adhering to the stringent protocols laid down by WHO, UNWTO and Ministry of Health, Government of India. The safety, health and security of tourists and the travel and tourism workforce is at the core of all IATO members. Our aim is to give you the ability and confidence to travel again while keeping you safe and healthy, and to ensure that India remains your favorite destination, whatever your interest is. We have the abode of God if you are looking for peace. tranquil places in the lap of nature for nature lovers, and a lot of options for adventure lovers, from a safari in sand dunes to a big range of Himalayas to explore. And above all, our unique culture, Atiti Devo Bhava, means guest is like God. With IATO members, you can be sure of best of the service and deals. Book through IATO members only.